We are so back, baby. We're doing Pokérogue content again. Remember Pokérogue? It's back in under 10-minute long palatable chunks on YouTube form. Because anything over 10 minutes and I just don't have the attention span to finish my... Let's talk about fire types. Great offensively, awkward defensively. In the sun, they're a force to be reckoned with and can overwhelm opponents with powerful and reliable stab moves such as Flamethrower, Flare Blitz and Overheat. But they can struggle to break through bulky water types and other big threats like dragons. So relying on Fire Stab alone is not enough for most sweepers. So what are the other best defensive types in Pokemon? Ice? Ground? Rock? What if we could use a Pokemon with two of those types for maximum damage? Use a Fire and Rock type Pokemon in Pokérogue. 2 great offensive stabs, tons of damage, 4 times weak to Water and Ground. That's not good, is it? Water and Ground are very common offensive types. In fact, Water might be the most common offensive type in Pokérogue, thanks to the multiple water biomes that it's easy to get sucked into, and Water type being the most common Pokemon type in the game. If only there was some way to nullify this water weakness. Some ability, something like Levitate, but for water. Like if you could walk on water, or like sponge typing. Is there something like that? Is there a sponge that can walk on water? Okay, but in Pokérogue, there's Volcanion, the only viable fire type to get water absorb, but Volcanion is a 6 cost Pokemon. A 6 cost Pokemon in this economy? We need something cheaper. Something that completely nullifies water attacks. Maybe something that can set up sunny weather. Introducing... Torkoal! Just kidding. That's not sunny enough, I'm afraid. We need to turn up the heat. It just so happens that there's a Pokemon that can really cook. And for the low cost of only 2 cost. Say hello to budget Primal Groudon, the Pokemon you've all been sleeping on, Magcargo. How good is Magcargo in Pokérogue? Magcargo is a Pokemon that I would highly recommend you do not use without its passive and egg moves unlocked. It has got 30 base speed, poor rock stab options in its level up move pool, and its standard abilities are just not that useful. You could try a Shell Smash weak armor strategy, but I would not recommend. So we are going to skip straight to talking about Magcargo's very special Pokérogue gimmick, Desolate Land. Magcargo is the only Pokemon currently in the game that gets Primal Groudon's signature ability. Aside from Big G himself, of course. And that alone takes Magcargo from an absolute trash sewage tier Pokemon straight up into the A's and maybe even S ranks of my Pokérogue tier lists. Desolate Land summons Harsh Sunlight, which works a lot like normal sun, with a few caveats. One nice advantage is that while Harsh Sunlight is active, it cannot be overridden by other standard weathers, such as rain from Drizzle, or sandstorm from, say, Tyranitar. You also get the usual boost to your fire moves from Harsh Sun, and you also get another absolutely game-breaking, and I mean game-breaking perk. You see, Desolate Land completely nullifies water attacks, removing Magcargo's ultimate weakness, its 4 times weakness to water moves. But even more interestingly, and I'll be honest, this is a bit of an exploit, but hey, we'll take whatever advantages we can get. The AI does not seem to realise this, so you can bring along Magcargo to places like the sea and the lake biomes, and you can just solo the entire thing. Because your AI opponent just keeps squirting you with those ineffective water moves over and over again. It's hilarious just how much this breaks the game. It's actually so effective, you'll probably start to feel bad after a while of doing this. And this permanent Harsh Sunlight is also great because Magcargo gets Solar Beam as an egg move. So you can just run through these water biomes with ease. An interesting note on Solar Beam. So Magcargo's 2 great stab types, Rock and Fire. By the way, I would recommend you take Power Gem and Flamethrower for consistency. Combine these with Solar Beam, and it gives you a 3-move offensive array that is only resisted by a single evolution line in the game, I think. Any guesses who that is? I'll give you a second. It's Komo-o, apparently. If you can think of any others, then please correct me in the comments. And also correct my pronunciation of Komo-o. I think that's right. In the 4th slot, Magcargo has a lot of great options. you'll be surprised just how much utility this little guy has. I like to run Burning Bulwark, as you can easily predict a lot of contact moves coming your way. Leave your target with a burn, and then switch out to another sweeper who can set up on your crippled opponent. You can try and get a burn on Eternatus using Cross Poison, or Ray using Outrage. It's extremely useful. Another safe option is Recover, which it learns by level up and is pretty self-explanatory, gives Mr. Mag a bit more endurance throughout the run. There's other choices as well, such as Yawn, Dual Screens, Toxic, Double Team, lots of great options. If you're feeling especially brave, you can use Shell Smash, bring in Magcargo on a water attack, use Shell Smash 3 times while the AI continues to waste turns trying to get you wet, and then just sweep. Bear in mind that Magcargo has 30 base speed, but even so, at +6, it should still outspeed nearly everything in the game that's switching in. A final note, the harsh sunlight from Desolate Land will disappear when Magcargo faints or is switched out. You don't get that standard 5 turns of weather like you would with the normal weathers like Sunny Day and Rain Dance. So bear that in mind if you're trying to use Magcargo to set up a Sunny Day sweeper Pokemon in the back, it won't work. So how good is Magcargo? Really good. It is a 2-cost Pokemon with a legendary ability that completely turns battles on its own. It is offensively extremely dangerous. It has a very unique typing, an array of useful support moves, and it's just so much fun to use and there's nothing like it. I am putting Magcargo in S tier because it does something that no other Pokemon can do for its cost. And I love the fact that Magcargo in mainstream Pokemon games has always been one of the worst fully evolved Pokemon. I think it has never really seen any competitively viable use. It just sucks. But in Pokérogue, it has finally been given a niche, and I love that. Who doesn't love a good underdog story? Or a underslug story? If the AI is ever fixed so that the enemy trainers respond correctly to harsh sunlight, then I will bring Magcargo down a few tiers. But for now, let's just enjoy Magcargo. He's a goofy little guy. And let's also appreciate Shiny Slugma. This is not a Pokérogue variant. This is the actual Shiny. I'm not making any jokes. Let's keep this PG, but yeah. I love Magcargo, I love Slugma, and if you don't like it, then you can all slug my dick.